Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a year ahead tarot card spread. This will be focused on what I see coming for you for the new year. So before I begin your reading, I am going to clear out the cards and clear out the energy as I just finished a reading before you. Your name and info will be confidential. I will only go over what I see coming for you in the cards. So I'm going to do a quick little prayer. I usually pull out 7 cards, but if I feel drawn to pulling out more, I will do so. And in the end of the reading, I always pull out one oracle card from my favorite oracle card deck called Messages from your Animal Spirit Guides. So I do have a lot of past lives where I worked with animals and animal spirit guides and animal totems. As in those days as well, I was doing this work, so I love including this deck in my private sessions with my clients. Alright, let's start praying. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I'm focused on to reveal to her now what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I am now open to spirit, so any healing, guiding messages from spirit, I'm open to receive. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's purest intention, God's white light. Thank you. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's purest intention, God's white light. I ask that anything that is left behind from the last reading, may it be cleared out, as I am only welcoming the energy of the client I am focused on right now, so thank you. All right. Okay, so let's begin. All right, so you have a lot going on here. So let's begin with what I see. All right, so I see a happy family. I see happiness. So for me, it's a relationship, and I see two people meeting. Two people together. So for me, it could mean they're in a relationship and they're happy and they're doing well. I see happiness. I see comfort. So I do see that there's a relationship that has this happiness and very positive emotional energy to it. So if you're in a relationship, this represents that. If not, this could be future prospects of a certain relationship that will occur, that is going to be coming into your life in the new year. But if anything, this can represent that you are in a happy relationship right now. I am seeing as well some form of planning. There's a sense of planning that is wanting to take place, this planning. And for me, it could represent a baby. If somebody's planning to have a baby, or, and this represents a baby usually to me too. and the fact that it's upside down, it could just represent there's issues or having problems. So for me, it can represent either you're happy in your relationship, but there's some form of planning that's needed to take place or wanting to take place. I am seeing here that there's so many possibilities that are going to come your way. I'm seeing in the new year, for the new year, I am seeing there's going to be either a move or somebody's going to move or you're going to move. There's something about moving or going to a different location or relocating or even traveling. There's just something focused on that. There's so many possibilities in the new year. And they're just saying you don't know what could happen. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Don't be negative about it. So many things can change and anything could happen. Don't ever think anything is impossible. Okay? So I am seeing that sense of planning. So for me, it could be planning for something for the relationship. So that's why I said either a baby or something, planning maybe for the move or for that relocating of next year. But there's definitely some form of relocating or move or going traveling next year. I am seeing as well you suffer from anxiety, worry, and your guides are saying you can't let this torment you. You can't get anxiety over this. It's only going to exhaust you and drain you more. Okay, I'm going to pull out more cards here to see what I get. I feel like you're getting to that point of you're either losing hope a little bit or you're just kind of like saying whatever is meant to be is meant to be. But don't get to that point where you feel like it's not going to happen. All right, this planning that I'm talking about. Yeah, because I'm seeing that you need to have faith and hope. You got the star card here. You have to have faith and hope in this planning or the situation. Okay. It's hard for you to move on. Most definitely, I feel like it's very difficult for you to move on and to accept the nature of the situation. I am feeling like you're stuck between this place where you need to make a decision and you don't want to make that decision, or you're avoiding that decision, or you don't want to confront it, but there's this sense of having to make a decision between two choices here. Okay, you're a strong individual. Your true essence is being strong. Your guides say you have the strength within you that you can get through anything, your guides are saying. Okay, but you have to have faith and you have to have hope. I am seeing in the new year something is going to come fast at you in the new year. So they're saying either with a job or a career or something, but something's going to come fast to you in the new year. So keep in mind, don't know if this is a better pay or a better position or money's going to come faster to you or whatever it is, but something's going to come fast to you in the new year. So whatever focus you have with that, set your intention, set your focus. It's going to come to you fast and your target will be like you'll hit your target, like it will happen. So keep in mind with this, I don't know if it's career, job, or better position or something like that, but there's something where I see in the new year you will this will come fast to you. So you'll receive news about this fast or it'll happen in a fast way. Okay, so keep this in mind for the new year. Okay. Yeah, your guides are saying when you have the chance, try to recharge your batteries. I feel like you can exhaust yourself and you could overdo yourself, and that's what creates that anxiety and that tormenting and that draining energy. So you have to find that time where when you can take a break, when you could recharge, cleanse yourself, go through some cleansing, use some clear quartz crystals, sage, take a nice bath, go by the ocean just to cleanse, it's just cleansing all that energy you absorb throughout the day, because I do feel like you pick up a lot of energy from people throughout the day. So I don't know if you work with a lot of people, like if you work with people a lot, or I just feel like you have all that energy on you, heaviness that you gotta like let go. It's not like emotion suppressed, it's more of just stuff around you that it's just around you, you gotta let go of it, okay? You gotta cleanse it. So if you could go through some form of cleansing, energy healing, it will help tremendously. I do see here the knight in shining armor. So for me, it could represent that you have a man in your life already. That's that knight in shining armor to you. A person, a lover in your life, or it can mean that somebody's coming your way if you're not with anybody now, hon. Okay, but there is that person that's in your life that means a lot to you. That's going to be loving if they're not in your life now. But there's that definite love connection, past life soul connection. He's very much, I feel, your soulmate, and you guys have a lot of past lives together, okay? You know, I do feel like there was some point where something catastrophically just collapsed, um, making you realize something, kind of like a blessing in disguise at first, but then it affected you in the end. It was just something that catastrophically ended, and it affected you tremendously. So, um, it was like it was meant to happen for a reason. We never know what the reasons are, but they're just saying that it's always in God's higher purpose. You know, it's just an experience. It's just something that you have to go through. But know that it's like, um, I am seeing that sense of something that ended unexpectedly and you didn't, or something that just unraveled in a really negative way. Sorry, hun, my daughter woke up, so I had to kind of soothe her. Alright, so the last card I got that I was talking to you about, which was the Tower. So basically, it's focusing on something that happened where you realized that what you thought was going to happen didn't happen, and it very much affected you. But your guides are saying, as I see you have the World card here, is that you have the whole world ahead of you. There's different possibilities, so many different roads and routes you can take, and things are never set in stone, you know? So they want you to keep the faith and keep the hope. As they see that, you're kind of getting to that point of just, you're like, it's hard for you to move on, but you're getting to a point of where the anxiety and the negative thinking of it is kind of taking over you. So your guides just don't want you to get to that point. They want you to still have faith, still have hope, and positive outcomes and positive situations. Okay? So I'm now going to pull out a card from my oracle card deck here for you. Alright, so this is a card I got. It says chameleon. It says stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of the events. So I'm going to read off the guidebook for this. So your message from the chameleon, it says, even if you believe that you have the right answer for the dilemma at hand or a better way to handle things at this time, it's best to surrender to the will of spirit and simply allow events to unfold without your direct intervention or guidance. Pay attention to what's happening, but become more of a witness observer than an obvious participant. Simply by your presence you are participating. However, there's no need to subtly or more bluntly push your agenda on those around you. Even when you're physically present, you can contract your energy field or aura to the point where others may not notice you, thus allowing you to be unobtrusive and more easily blend with your surroundings. With practice, you can get so good at this that you'll be nearly invisible to others. This isn't a call for you to be passive, but to wait and contain yourself until you know with certainty that it's time to step up and let your presence be known. When it's time to do so, move quickly with focus and certainty, but in the meantime, flow with the situation. Instead of trying to make something happen, whatever needs to occur is already in motion anyway, so go with it. I love it. And it says change, clairvoyance, detachment, perception, knowledge, sensitivity. So definitely there's a sense where spirit wants you to surrender and not try to control the course of the events for the certain situation that you've just gone through or you're going through now. For the new year with this situation, just go with the flow. Like just stay in the background. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation for now. As your guides are saying, with you surrendering it, with you just staying in the background and a detaching in a way of still being there, like you can still be detached and still care about the situation. So they're saying do that, as that will help you and help that anxiety you're going through. Because right now there's little much you can do right now except just have faith and have hope and stay focused. And that's all your guides want you to do. That's it. As very much that they hear your praise and they hear you and they know that you have that faith, and you're kind of getting to a point where it's hard to keep it up, but they want you to keep that faith up. They want you to keep that hope up, okay? And to just surrender to spirit right now. You know, sometimes we can't control the things we can't control, and all we can do is just go with the flow and be in the moment instead of stuck in the past or stuck in the future. All right, hon? So I'm gonna leave you with that. I very much hope you enjoyed this mini reading, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and thank you so much for responding. It was a pleasure, and I am here if you ever need me, and I hope to speak to you again in the near future, hon. Many blessings. Bye now.